Hi. This is a little before show
Huh?
PSA. I don't know. A before show. A before show what?
PSA.
Sure. Okay. So we recorded this, what you're about to see, many days ago, on Friday night. It is Thursday now? It's almost been a week actually. Wow, it's almost been a week. And it was such a good podcast.
It was so good.
It was so good, so funny. We were having the time of our lives. We shot at night. We never got to do that. It makes it so much better.
And then tragedy struck.
When I looked at GarageBand. I realized we were recording over the same 1 second clip over. I think it recorded over 230 times on that one clip. So there is no microphone audio for most of what you're about to see. Yeah, it's a little sad. So I'm going to use the camera audio because it was a very good episode. I didn't want it to go to waste. So if the audio is not the best, I take full responsibility. Sorry for the technical issue.
I feel like you have a good old technical issue once a month.
Yeah, it's what makes mostly media.
It makes me quirky.
Yeah, we're quirky here. So
all right.
So I'll show you this, and then we're gonna meet you at the end of the show for a little breakdown.
Break it down.
Break it down.
Mostly media.
And hello and welcome to the Mostly Media podcast, where we talk media mostly. I am your host, Cole Giroux.
And I'm Gromas.
Nope. Look who's back, everybody. We have Wallace.
Wait, what did I say?
You said I'm Gromas.
What's Gromas?
I don't know. You said I'm Gromas.
Why did I say that?
You're gonna listen back to this when this comes out and be like,
Why did I say that?
So yesterday we are joined by the lovely Janie Massey Giroux, cosplaying as Wallace from
AKA Gromas.
from Wallace and Gromit.
That's why I said Gromas.
Yeah.
Because Gromit and Wallace.
Gromas and Wallet.
What did I say?
You said Gromas.
Anyways, if you're watching, don't even look at me. I'm not actually here. Please.
I was the one supposed to be dressed like Wallace. I ordered this green, what are these called? Sweater vest? A sweater vest from Amazon. Didn't fit. I was gonna wash it.
He was busting out of that like a can of biscuits.
I looked huge. I was gonna wash it and try to stretch it. Then Janie moved all my stuff from the washer to the dryer. It got dried. There was no hope after that.
Yeah.
So I said, Janie, do you want to cosplay as Wallace for me for this episode? And she said, no.
I said, yeah.
I know.
And here we are.
Here we are with Gromas. So if that doesn't give anything away...
You're dumb.
Today we are talking about stop motion horror. I'm putting that in quotations.
I like that you pronounce
horror
instead of horror.
Yeah, because that's one of the words that I just can't say. Horror.
Horror.
I love horror movies. It just sounds like I'm saying horror movies.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's not what this is. That was 2 weeks ago with Morgan as Sue Sylvester.
Yeah.
Sorry, Morgan.
I'd like to make a public apology.
I would like to make a public apology to Morgan G. Suber.
No, listen. It's because this boy doesn't know. What?
And Suber.
Yeah, G is Maddie.
Maddie's G.
Morgan is Nelson.
Yes.
Morgan Nelson? Nelson. Anyways, his camera angles sometimes, they kind of suck. They're like, you have it so low. It's like, no one looks good at that angle, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, because I just wanted to make sure you could see my $4 Target decorations I got.
Well, look, you still can. And it's at eye level.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I know. That's why you got me. I'm back. I'm back and better than ever.
So yes, we're talking about stop motion horror movies. What is your experience with these kinds of movies?
Monster House, is that a stop motion?
No, that is digital animated.
Oh, duh. Anyways, love that film.
Your favorite movie, actually.
My favorite. Are these like all of them on the screen? Like,
This is 5 of them.
'Cause
People watching cannot see that.
I'll tell you
by the
now,
way.
I haven't seen any of those. I've
Really?
seen Your Throat. Are you good? I've seen parts of Nightmare Before Christmas.
You're giving it away. Wait, so you're telling me you haven't seen like any stop motion like Halloween movies?
I don't think I have.
Wow,
Is Beetlejuice one?
that's live action.
Okay, then no. I don't know. What's that? We'll get into it.
Okay, so before we really get into this, do you have any weekly recaps you want to talk about here? Because we haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, ask me a specific question.
Do I have a specific question to ask?
We'll think of one.
Um,
Do it.
how's your coochie?
No, not that.
Yeah, that's why I said no. Why'd you tell me to do it?
I should have known.
I don't have a question, Jane. How's
Yeah.
school?
I graduated.
You know what I meant.
Listen, I'm just training you because you're so bad at being interested in other people's lives. So.
Why do we always come around to like knocking me down?
Oh no.
Like why is it always what's happening?
I'm just training you.
I don't need it.
Shoot. I don't know. I think I wanted you to ask me a question because I don't have anything really going on. So.
And I asked you how's school and you said I graduated. I asked a genuine question.
How's school?
Yeah, because you're a teacher.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Lots of kids are sick right now.
You were sick recently.
I was sick. But I'm good.
She didn't get me sick, by the way.
Nice. Okay. Oh, ouch. How about you? Weekly recap?
Well, this is filmed 2 days after I filmed the last episode, so I don't really have anything new. I guess I could talk about my work drama.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah, I was like, I could, but I was like, I don't know if the people that I work with are ever going to see this.
Or
So I'm not gonna-
they're your biggest fans.
So I'm not going to say names or say anything at all.
Okay.
All you'll need to know, there's some drama at work going on.
All y'all need to know is, this is for you, you big...
I'm coming through, I'm going to beat your ass.
Yeah, don't. You better cut that out.
I'm going to cut that.
Anyways.
Okay, before we get into this, I would just like to say, we have a lovely little vibe going on here. We never get to record on nights anymore. Or at all, ever. I think we've recorded on night.
Hello?
At night. We've never recorded at night except for one other time. What episode was that?
You were telling me about a scary movie.
Hereditary. It was the
Yeah.
Hereditary episode. That was our 9th episode. Go watch it. That's 2 episodes in the last 2 weeks I've been like, hey, go watch that. But no, we're recording at night, which just makes it even better for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And we have some freshly baked homemade cookies.
Homemade!
Homemade from Walmart. I did bake them myself though. They were the tube. But they were cooked a little too long. They're a bit crunchy.
Sorry about that. Never trust me to bake anything.
Girl, I put them in the oven. All you had to do was take them out when they were done.
I got distracted.
And I have my lovely glass of wine here.
Mmm.
It's cranberry. It's my favorite wine. We had this at our wedding.
Mm-hmm.
You have anything else you'd like to add before we get into this?
No.
What are you drinking?
Water. Wink, wink.
You realize the can is behind you in the shot.
What? Where?
Okay, let's get into this, everybody. Are you ready?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Cheese!
Oh, I did this.
I think that's, yeah. Okay, so, as I said previously, we're talking about stop motion horror, in quotation marks. Horror, in quotations. Because, I don't know if you can say it's horror. Horror? How do I say that naturally?
Horror.
Horror.
Just say it. People are gonna think you're saying horror.
Okay.
You just gotta embrace it.
Okay. It doesn't fall in the horror genre.
The what?
It doesn't. It's just Here, I wrote my own little intro to this.
Okay.
Okay.
You wrote this yourself?
I did. Are you proud of me?
Well, I don't know. I haven't read it yet.
Stop motion horror is a subgenre of my own making. Okay, preface.
You're just adding words. Where's the word own? Okay, keep going. Preface what?
I don't know if I made this up. I don't think I made it up. I'm not sure. I'm just saying. I wrote it down. That's not a fact. Okay, sorry. It is a subgenre of my own making to describe some animated films that are made with children in mind for Halloween.
Okay.
The main criteria for this genre is that the films must be made using claymation or stop motion animation, as well as having a relatively spookiness factor to it.
Spooky!
Like, there's some varying themes we've got going on in these films. We have 8 total, which is kind of low. Not a lot, so we'll get into it. And these are I have them on here in creation date, so like oldest to the newest.
Okay. That's so old. Wait.
She pointed at the year 1993, by the way.
Okay, but like, that's 30 years ago.
Yeah,
That's insane.
that is not that long ago.
Anyways, I have a story to tell before we get into this. The word spookiness reminded me.
Okay.
I sang a song. This is my weekly recap, okay? We'll go
Okay,
back.
we can.
It was first, second grade. I was singing a song with them. I'm gonna sing it really quick.
Okay.
I brought a little pumpkin in, and it's pass the pumpkin round and round. Listen to the spooky sound. Ooh, ooh, will it fall on you? Boo! I sang that, and I was like, okay, we're gonna sing that again and get in a circle and pass the pumpkin, and if it lands on you, you're out. And I'm like, okay, let's sing it again. And this little boy in the back puts his shirt over his head, and he's like, oh no, this song is so scary. And I'm like, oh, grow up.
What? You're 7? Come on.
6. So, I kept singing it though. I said, that's not gonna stop me. All the other kids were like, it's not scary.
Like a spooky hot potato.
Okay.
Spooky hot potato.
When does that mean spooky?
That was spooky. It's the Mae West coming out of me. Sorry.
Horror.
Oh!
Whoa! Sorry, my gromus is coming out.
Okay, we're gonna get on into this. So first up we have, made in 1993, 7,000 years ago to Janie.
Just rip ours.
No, I'm wearing Doc Martens. And our chairs are leather. It squeaked, sorry. Okay, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Tired of scaring humans every October 31st with the same old bag of tricks, Jack Skellington, the spindly king of Halloween Town, kidnaps Santa Claus and plans to deliver shrunken heads and other ghoulish gifts to children on Christmas morning. I'm
My
like
throat just made a
salivating.
Yeah.
Like I was, like I'm in like I was trying not to like just.
Like Jack. Kidnapped.
I just finished eating a cookie, so my mouth is like.
Take a breather, boy.
I don't need a breather. I need a swallower.
Huh?
Can I get an amen?
No, not for me. Not from this gromus. Okay.
Okay, but as Christmas approaches, Jack's ragdoll girlfriend, Sally, tries to foil his misguided plans. So I find it very odd that you haven't seen this full movie.
Like, I remember seeing parts of, like, every year I'd see little parts of it as a kid, because it played on, like, Disney Channel, I think.
It's a Disney movie.
Yeah.
I think so.
And so, I just remember being confused, because I was like, wait, is this a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie? You know what I mean?
That's the beauty of this film, I've always said you can watch it from October to December and not be, like, judged for it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just that beautiful, like, perfect timed movie.
So, like, a good November?
I'd watch it in November. Well, this was probably my favorite movie as a child.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember I used to be scared of it at first when I first started watching
Yeah, I
it.
remember I was like, oh no, that's kind of...
It's a little spooky. That opening scene, though. Slay. Love it.
Ba, 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 ba-da-da. Okay.
The pumpkins falling on the spikes.
Oh, yeah. I vaguely remember.
So good.
And I remember, like, Jack putting Santa in a sack. Right?
Jack never did that.
Okay, then I'm dumb. I'm a liar, and I'm filthy.
Santa was in a sack, but Jack did not put that sack on him.
Okay.
It was the children.
Oh, yeah, those ugly little children.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Lock, Shock, and Barrel.
Frick them.
I like them.
Oh, I don't even know them. Okay. Anywho.
You have no more thoughts on The Night Before Christmas?
I don't remember it that well.
Okay.
I remember Sally was a little queen, though.
She's a little goody two shoes, what she is.
Really?
Yeah. Slays though. She slays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember thinking, if only I could be that skinny. Just kidding.
Okay. You don't need to look like Sally. You're my Wallace.
It's Grimace to you. Okay, I'm not gonna say that again.
The last thing I have to say about this movie is I do find it very upsetting that it has been hot topicked. Like, when you walk into Hot Topic, there's like 14 million items that have Jack Skellington's face on it.
That's true.
Like, it got stolen. The media stole this film and tarnished its name.
They said, we can make a quick buck off of that.
Yeah, like, because it is a very good movie. It's just, like, it's a classic at this point. It's 30 years old.
Jesus.
So, like, it's so good. And I just feel like people overlook it because it's been so overhyped in the past.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Moving on. We
Okay.
have your favorite film.
Grimace and Wallet.
Gromit and Wallet. Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, came out in 2005. So we're skipping 10 years.
More than 10.
Yeah.
12.
Okay, so.
Can you stop shitting your pants over there?
Sorry. Cheese-loving eccentric Wallace and his cunning canine pal Gromit investigate a mystery in Nick Park's animated adventure. Why did that need to be said? In which his lovable inventor and his intrepid, that says intrepid, Janie. I can read.
Yeah, you can read.
His intrepid pup run a business riding the town, ridding.
Can we get a new reader up in here? Oh, come here.
Ridding the town of garden pests. Using only humane methods that turn their home into a halfway house for evicted vermin, the pair stumble upon a mystery involving a ferocious... Well, are you good?
Mm-hmm.
You were like...
No, I didn't.
Okay. A ferocious vegetarian monster that threatens to ruin the annual veggie growing contest.
Is this the only Wallace and Gromit movie on this list?
Yeah.
So this is like what it's about?
Yeah.
Wow.
Why?
I have no clue.
What do you think it was about?
Honestly, I don't even know.
Like, what do you think about when you think Wallace and Gromit?
Ugly, big teeth, big eyes,
teeth.
big nose. Sweater vest.
Actually, they have very tiny eyes, so...
I feel like they were tiny, but
Ooh, sorry.
but they were like round
Yeah.
and bulging. So,
But like,
what do we even have to say about this?
it is one of the best pieces of cinema ever
Yeah,
created.
I actually saw a clip from it, and I asked you. I was like, "Is that Shaun the Sheep?" Not Shaun the Sheep,
That was not what that was.
but listen, Shaun the Sheep. It's from the same creators,
Yeah.
and I loved that.
Shaun the Sheep came from Wallace and Gromit.
I know.
Yeah, but like that clip was not from this movie.
Oh. Okay.
It was there was several different like short
Gotcha.
films about this movie.
Okay.
Like my favorite of which is Loaf and Death.
Loaf?
Loaf.
Like meatloaf?
Bread loaf.
Oh.
A Matter of Loaf and Death. That's what it is. I almost had to look it up on Letterboxd. It's A Matter of Loaf and Death. It went viral on TikTok recently because it has a serial killer in it. And it's the Bakelite girl. I just have to play it for you, okay?
So their whole personality trait is they like cheese.
His whole personality trait is. Gromit is Gromit is my G. He goes through. He walks to the end of the earth for Wallace, and he gets no respect. That is my boy.
Am I Gromit?
You're Wallace.
Dang it.
Gromit is. He deserves better. Is all I'll say.
The dog?
Yes. That's not what I looked. I did not look up the bacon girl.
Sheep. Ooh, that's a nice looking cake. Are you gonna cut this part out?
Probably, yeah. Let me turn that up.
Is that Millie Bobby Brown? She's kind of ugly though.
The Bakelite balloon is a useless.
What are you showing me?
It's the Bakelite girl. She's a serial killer. She kills bakers. I love her.
Jeez.
I saw an edit of her to Brooklyn Baby by Lana Del Rey. Best
Like,
video I've ever seen in my entire
you
life.
just said that sentence and I'm like, no way he's speaking English right now.
What was the sentence I just said?
I don't even know. Like, everything just goes right over my head. I'm such a non-cinema girly. Girl, you wish. Wait, why is she skinny in that one clip?
Because there's several years between that.
Oh.
But yeah, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. I spelled were wrong. It's W-E-R-E. Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Again, one of my favorite childhood movies. I loved this movie growing up.
I can tell.
Like, okay, I don't think I should have said this at the beginning. Stop motion movies, claymation stop motion, are my favorite forms of media. It is the
Wow.
best.
I didn't know that.
Like, it is my favorite movie. Like, if you show me a stop motion movie, I will most likely enjoy it. Because it just takes so much time.
You
and
loved that little Marcel the Shell movie.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, you didn't.
It was okay.
You didn't.
It was fine. It wasn't, like, anything crazy. It was good, though. I liked it. But it's not Wallace and Gromit.
Right. That has to take so long to make.
I know, right? The last thing I have to say about Wallace and Gromit, I just want to bite into them.
Yeah, I saw your little ranking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah.
Whoa.
But I can't judge you because I was chewing on those Polly Pocket dresses when I was young.
What's the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably gave us some, like,
Microplastics.
tons of microplastics.
But hey, we were living.
Lead. Yeah.
Okay. Up next, we have the 2005 film Corpse Bride. This is the second Tim Burton movie on the list. I've never said that about Nightmare Before Christmas. He doesn't get the credit though for that one.
Tim Burton, how old is he?
Like 79. I'm kidding.
No.
I don't know. Okay, Corpse Bride. This is a little short one. It follows the story of Victor, a young man whisked away to the underworld and wed to a mysterious corpse bride, while his real bride, Victoria, awaits bereft in the land of the living.
What does bereft mean?
How am I supposed to know? I don't even know what that. I don't even know if I said that right. Girl, these are taken from Wikipedia.
A young man whisked away to the underworld and went to a mysterious. So he married the dead bride?
Yeah. So the plot of the movie is like, it's an arranged marriage between these two like wealthy families. Well, they're both not wealthy, but they think the other family's going to make them wealthy.
Gotcha.
Whatever.
Dumb.
And then they are like doing their rehearsal, and then he keeps getting it wrong. This is Victor and Victoria. And then they're like, take a walk. We'll try this again in the morning, and if you're not ready, blah, blah, blah. Frick you. He goes out and practices in the woods, and then he is like doing it perfectly, says all the vows, puts it on a branch. The branch turns out to be the hand of the corpse bride, and she whisks him away to the underworld. It's a musical, by the way.
Does he ever come back?
Yeah.
Does he fall in love with the corpse bride?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he loves Victoria.
Yes.
Oh.
They end up getting married.
Oh, okay.
Apparently this is based off of like a
Like a folk
folk tale.
tale?
And apparently, the corpse bride like stays in the forest, and I go to meet her, and she like protects them or something.
So I'm confused. Is the corpse bride bad or good?
She's not bad. No, she's good.
Can you show me a picture of her?
Yeah.
Because
Wait,
I
show
don't
you.
think I've seen.
This is her.
Oh, gotcha. I'm thinking of a different movie.
What were you thinking of?
I think I'm thinking not a different movie, but I'm thinking of
This is corpse bride.
Sally, like a Sally looking girl.
Is it Mike and Mike? Jack and Sally?
Yeah, like I'm thinking of. Wait, he's kind of cute though.
People, there's a theory.
Yeah, my boy.
Like, is this what you're thinking of?
I was thinking more Sally, yeah.
Oh, okay. Very similar.
Yeah,
People think that. Okay, I'll get to this theory.
Wait, her waist snatched.
Schnotched.
And you can't tell me that's not Timothy Chalamet.
Chimichi Chalache. I saw. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna give.
Wait, can we make a live reenactment of this? Timothy has to play that man. Victor.
I don't think that's gonna happen with the way he's gonna butcher Wonka. Sorry.
No, I know those kids are gonna eat that movie up.
Oh, they will, and I'm sure it's gonna be mid. You wait.
Anyways, what?
I have a theory to come back to after we get to a certain movie.
Okay.
Okay.
No!
Up. Are you the Bake-A-Leg girl? Falling into that alligator pit?
Yeah, my boyfriend's
That's Lana Del Rey.
pretty.
Up next, we have the instant cult classic from 2009, Coraline. You're telling me you've never seen Coraline?
I've seen Coraline.
Why did you say you haven't?
Because I'm a liar.
Okay.
No, I really don't remember if I have or not.
Hey everybody, it's Colt. I just want to come and apologize again. I'm currently editing and I didn't realize that the camera stopped recording at a certain point and it cut out not a huge chunk of what we talked about, but a little bit. So I'm just going to reread what it didn't pick up. We were talking about Coraline and then the camera shut off mid-sentence. And so, when Coraline moves to an old house, she feels bored and neglected by her parents. She finds a hidden door with a bricked-up passage. During the night, she crosses the passage and finds a parallel world where everybody, has buttons instead of eyes, with caring parents and all her dreams coming true. When the other mother invites Coraline to stay in her world forever, the girl refuses and finds that the alternate reality where she is trapped is only a trick to lure her in. So, I don't know word for word what we said after I read this, but I know the conversation led to us talking about the two elderly women that live in the house with Coraline and talking about how they had large breasts in a certain scene. So I don't really know what we said between those parts, but I'm telling you now, sorry. I'm sorry for all the technical issues we had in this episode. And here, we can continue now.
Like, I was sitting there in my room watching this, like, am I allowed to see this?
You're like, oh, what is that?
Like, I think this is one of my first memories of seeing
Oh,
breasts on
boobs?
television.
Man, I don't know. My first memory is seeing like a naked person. Maybe Titanic? Probably Titanic, I think. Because I remember... Oh, I don't know. But no, because they wouldn't have played that on TV.
No, it would have been cut on the TV.
Yeah,
version.
so I don't think it was.
You'd have had to go to the theaters to see that.
And I didn't go to the theater.
I'm not sitting
I
in that
wasn't
theater
born
for 3
yet.
hours.
I think that was the movie my parents saw the first time after Alec was born.
Oh, wait, no, she told us that story like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. I was telling them, I wasn't telling you.
We have an audience, remember?
Oh, I probably.
Okay, so here's the thing about Coraline. Scroll back up.
Oh, sorry.
So I heard a little theory.
Mhm.
When she's going through that passage, you see a bunch of like clothes. Do you know this theory?
I don't know.
Like a sock and like a jacket, whatever. And it's the clothes of all the kids who have died. Or not died, but
That's
like...
not a theory, that's fact.
Fact, okay. Does it cover it in the movie?
Yeah.
Shoot!
Well, kind of.
Maybe I'm not thinking of the right theory.
I know what you're talking about. I saw those too.
Yeah.
Because Coraline just like got really popular again because they released like not a new version. Like they re-released it in theaters, so it went like viral. And so it made a lot of people dig deep into it. And in the film, there's 3 children that are like confirmed that the woman killed, the other mother killed. And it's like, just like little hidden details of like their clothes scattered around.
In the tunnel.
Yeah.
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 Okay. So that's what I saw recently on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Up next, we have 2012's Paranorman. In the town, why'd you just give me a little side eye?
How'd you see that?
Because I have eyes. In the town of Blythe Hollow, Norman Babcock can speak to the dead, but no one other than his eccentric new friend believes his ability is real. One day, Norman's eccentric uncle, everybody's eccentric in this movie, uncle tells him of a ritual he must perform to protect the town from a curse cast by a witch centuries ago. This is barely like a deep dive into this movie. There's like zombies. That's kind of it.
Oh. Okay.
It's really good though. I would say it leans a little bit more towards like teenager, tweens territory than kids. Cause like it's a little edgy. Like they talk about boobs.
No.
Yeah. I don't even know. But like I do think they say damn. They say some of those words.
Can I see a picture from this movie? I can't even.
You just like to see the pictures. Like I'm sure you've seen of this movie.
Yeah, I just don't know like what anything even looks like.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anna Kendrick was in this.
Oh.
Like I'm sure you were alive in 2012. I'm sure you have heard of this
Was
movie.
I?
I would hope.
Was I? Hello.
He's gay.
How do you know?
They say it in the movie. He said, "Oh, my boyfriend."
It's pretty cool.
It's really good. I honestly was.
I don't know. I've like never seen this.
I was pleasantly surprised by this movie. It's toothpaste.
I know. I was gonna say, why does this boy have toothpaste all over his mouth?
Up
Next.
next.
Frankenweenie.
We have 2012 as well, Frankenweenie. When a car hits young Victor's pet dog, Sparky, Victor decides to bring him back to life the only way he knows how. But when the bolt-necked monster, in quotes, wreaks havoc and terror in the hearts of Victor's neighbors, he has to convince them that Sparky's still the good, loyal friend he was.
Okay.
I've seen this movie 2 times. That is not the plot of the movie.
Oh.
Like, he does not have to convince them that his
That
dog
Sparky's
is good.
still good boy?
Yeah, the whole plot of the movie is that there's a science fair at school, and all of the kids are like trying to win the science fair, and like most of the characters from this movie are I don't know what word to use, like retelling a caricature of like classic monster, like
Portraying?
yeah, a portrayal. Like there's Frankenstein, Igor, the helper from like it's a lot of Frankenstein references, I'd say. Like the man's name is Victor Frankenstein.
Victor.
Victor. There's a guy that talks like that in the movie, the science teacher. And so they're trying to like all the kids around Victor are like evil and trying to recreate him bringing his dog back, and they create like giant monsters that wreak havoc on the town. Like they don't.
Yeah, why does it mention nothing about
Yeah, that's like the pivotal plot of the movie, I'd say, and it's not even mentioned in this.
I remember this being advertised on Disney Channel,
Mhm.
like when I was 12, 13.
Yes.
But I don't think I ever watched it. Halloween, not my favorite holiday. Never loved it.
Mhm.
Never got excited for it, so I never really watched these movies.
I feel like I haven't really been into Halloween until very recently. Like most of these movies I haven't seen until like very recently.
Did you dress up as a kid and go trick-or-treating?
Yeah.
What was your favorite costume?
I don't know. I think honestly my favorite costume is the one that is on my phone background right now.
Aww.
It seems very
Little
conceited.
cowboy.
Very conceited to have yourself as your home screen, but it's me as a child in my little cowboy costume. I'll just put the picture in. I forgot you have it on manual focus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't really remember. Oh wait, actually, no, never mind. I was gonna say I was dressed as Woody that year, and Austin was Buzz, but I don't think so. Austin was Buzz at one point. I was a werewolf once, a vampire. That's all I can remember.
Yeah.
Like very basic ones, nothing creative.
Yeah.
Did you?
What is this?
Oh, that's your Wallace Fuzz.
I don't know what that was.
Just pulled something out of your scalp.
I think it was from my brush. Anyways, my
Did you
face.
dress up?
Yeah, one year I was a sleepwalker, so I wore a robe and like a face mask, and my Halloween bag was a pillowcase.
Clever.
Yeah,
Probably cheap too.
it was cheap, and I came up with it that morning on the bus with Emma German.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you any other costumes that you can remember?
I was a witch one year, and I remember thinking, I look so slay. And then my mom took a picture of me, and I saw it a few weeks later, once she got it printed out. I said, who's that fat little girl? I know that's not me. And that's when the start of all my body issues were born.
Uh-huh.
When I was a witch. It was actually in the house that we live right next to.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a tree in the front
interesting.
yard, and I took a picture right by that tree, and I was like,
Oh, must be the season of the witch.
and then I saw, and yeah, it indeed was not, so.
Fun fact, we live right next door to Janie's childhood home.
Yeah,
One of them.
one of them.
Out of the 17 you've had.
16.
Just intentional chewing.
What's up with all your mouth issues today?
Fart noises in the chair.
Honestly.
Moving along.
Bro, what time even is it?
10.
Oh my gosh!
We haven't even been doing this for an hour.
Jump scale.
We're almost done, actually.
Good.
Next up, we have The House.
Pumpkin.
Who's that?
Tomorrow's wedding.
Oh.
You get to get one of those.
I'm getting 2 of those.
Pumpkin.
Up next, we're skipping 10 years again to 2022, very recently. This is The House. It's a Netflix film. Unlike any of these other films, a lot of them have been like claymation or, I don't know, just like figurines. This one was actually stop motion animation using felt, which is very cool. in my
Ooh.
opinion. Okay, I don't know. Did I say it was a Netflix movie?
Yeah,
It's on Netflix.
you did.
Okay. Across different eras, a poor family, an anxious developer, and a fed-up landlady become tied to the same mysterious house. So, the cool thing about this movie, it is 3 different, like, short films in one, all about the same building,
Okay.
the same house.
Yeah.
So the first one is a poor family. There's a young girl named Mabel. She lives with her father Raymond, mother Penny, and newborn sister Isabel in relative poverty. Isabel, that's spelled Mabel, played by Mia Goth. Oh!
If Mia Goth came to you right now and said, leave your wife for me, would you?
I'd say, get out of here, you Victorian-sounding little girl. I'm married.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
When he does the bare minimum.
When he does what he's literally supposed to do.
Okay, after a visit from wealthy, condescending relatives, Raymond wanders drunk into the forest at night and encounters the mysterious architect Mr. Van Schoenbeek. The following morning, Van Schoenbeek employee Mr. Thomas visits the family and convinces Raymond and Penny to accept Van Schoenbeek's offer to move into a new home that is
A new luxurious house built for them at no charge.
Sounds great, right?
Yeah.
They
But
have-
I'm
I'm just kidding.
oh my gosh, I knew something was up. Okay, I'm gonna read part 2.
I just want to say, this is probably the most scary of all. Like this is actually like a horror movie.
Not for kids.
I would not recommend it for children. It's nothing like anything like creepy scary, but it is a little spooky.
Okay.
Up next is part 2. I think part 2 is my favorite.
Anxious developer. Huh? The story is set in a world populated by anthropomorphic
Anthropomorphic rats.
Rats, and the house is now settled in a developed city street and about to go up for sale. Part 3.
Wait, I need to talk about part 2.
Okay.
Part 2 is so good.
Nice. Part 3. Fed up landlady in a world that suffered an apocalyptic flood and is
Girl, where'd you get that tea from?
apocalyptic. I know better than you. Oh, apocalyptic flood and is populated by anthropomorphic cats. The house is surrounded by water which keeps rising. Wait, fed up landlady.
Are you just confused by that beginning?
What does anthropomorphic mean?
It means it's like an animal, but human-like.
Oh, interesting.
Or it doesn't have to be animal, because like cars, they are anthropomorphic cars. It just means they have sentience and are like human-like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all know
That was the house.
anything else to say about that?
Part 2 is the best.
How long is each one roughly?
Well, I think they're about 30 minutes each, 30 minutes each. They're good. They're good.
They're good.
I'm gonna move past because this is not like my favorite film on
Okay.
this list. Lastly, we have Wendell and Wild,
I've never heard of it.
2022. This is again a Netflix film. Two demon brothers enlist the aid of Cat Elliot, a tough teen with a load of guilt, to summon them to the land of the living. But when Cat demands in return,
But what cat demands?
but what Cat demands in return leads to a brilliantly bizarre and comedic adventure like no other. This is really good. I feel like recently, not for the past 10 years, there have been really great stop motion films, and I feel like this kind of reintroduced my love of stop motion back into the world.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good.
Can I see a picture from it?
Yeah.
Must be the season of the witch. Yeah, never seen this. Never.
Those last two I never expected you to see. It's really good. It's got like a punky vibe. I know Olivia Rodrigo is eating this up.
Wait. Wait. What is that made out of? Paper mache?
No, I don't know.
Wait.
It's not clay. I know that.
That's like not stop motion.
It is stop motion.
Are you sure that's not clay?
Well, it could be clay.
Oh.
Yeah, see, look, stop motion. Because they have to,
Oh, that's so cool.
yeah. Stop motion is one of, it's such a cool media film. It takes so much time and
It has
dedication.
it. And don't they have to change the facial expression?
Yeah. So good. So good. Hello, and welcome back to Microphone Audio, everybody.
Ooh.
I hope you missed us. So I think where we left off, because we did this over a week ago, it was right before we got into rankings,
Yeah.
correct? If that's incorrect, if there's something that we just skipped over talking about, no, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
So,
Are you recording your screen?
not yet.
Okay.
I can in a second.
Yeah, you probably should.
Sorry, give me a second. And
I can't do it.
recording. Okay.
Good morning.
Okay, so we're gonna kind of get into this and quickly go through it so we have time. I don't know. So, you haven't seen any of these
Yeah,
movies.
am I just here for looks or what?
We just need you for Media of the Week at the end.
Oh,
Don't even question it.
literally, what was
Don't
that?
question it.
I kind of want to question
Don't
it.
question it. Okay, so
Oh, get your booty in here.
we're gonna jump right on into this. Okay. So first up, we have The Nightmare Before Christmas. So since you haven't seen any of these, I'm taking full reign here, and your opinion doesn't matter, as usual.
Yeah, I'll just take a little nap.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So mean. So mean.
Sorry, I had to take a sip of my coffee. Oh, look at our brand new little mugs. They're cuties, right?
You better chop.
We have 11 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. So, Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, before we only have 4 categories for this ranking. We have gnawing on clay, because some of these movies you just see it and you just want to take a bite out of them. Next, we have the nostalgia factor, because a lot of these are childhood movies for me, so they have a nostalgia factor.
Mm-hmm.
Up next, we have background noise. I'll just turn it on in the background. Just
Like
whatever.
you're scrolling TikTok, but you need some more.
Yeah, I just need something in the background.
Zzz.
Or like if I'm like cooking in the kitchen, I'll just turn it on, have some noise in the corner.
Yeah, you know what show that is for me?
What?
iCarly.
Okay. And lastly, we have Childhood Ruined because it ruined my childhood.
Oh wow.
I can hear him doing something else out there.
Okay, you keep going. I'll be back.
Okay, Janie's our cat's knocking things over. Okay, so first up we have The Nightmare Before Christmas. I think I'm gonna go ahead and slide this one in the nostalgia factor because if I remember correctly, when we did the podcast, the juicy meaty part of the podcast, I did say that I loved this movie as a kid, but it got hot topicified or something. It got hot topicked, and it got out of control for a second there, but it's still a very good movie. Next up, we have Wallace and Gromit and the Curse of the Were-Rabbit. I'm going to go ahead and shove this one in Gnawing on Clay because they are the ones that really got me gnawing on the clay. Like you get the up-close shots of them. You can see like the fingerprints on them and it's like, I just want to... And it's such a good movie, such a good story. I love me some Wallace and Gromit. Throwback to the other part of the podcast where Janie was dressed as Wallace. R.I.P. to that episode. Next up, we have Corpse Bride. This one, I'm torn, honestly. I think I'm going to put it, I don't know, because like, I think I'm going to put it in nostalgia factor, because it's really good. I watched it once when I was a wee lad, and then I've watched it like every year for the past 3 years, and I forgot how good it was. It's really good. Next up, we have Coraline, Gnawing on Clay. It doesn't make me want to gnaw on it, but it's such a good classic story. It is so good. I love, what? Why are you chuckling at me?
All I heard was, it doesn't really make me want to gnaw on it, but it's such a good. What does it mean? Okay.
Okay. So what you've missed is Wallace and Gromit and Coraline, Gnawing on Clay. And then Nightmare Before Christmas, Corpse Bride, nostalgia factor.
Wow, I thought Nightmare Before Christmas for you would be...
No, it's like what you just missed when you were out. I said like it's so good. I loved it as a kid, but it got hot topicked and it got crazy
right,
and
right.
out of control. Okay, next we have Frankenweenie, Childhood Ruined. I'm not the biggest fan of this one. It's so, in my opinion, it's mid.
Okay.
Yeah. Next we have Paranorman. I think I'm gonna go background noise because it doesn't have the same classic zing as these others, but it's still better than Frankenweenie. But I don't know.
It doesn't have that za.
Yeah, it doesn't. I'm gonna throw The House in Childhood Ruined because like it is more on the spookier side. Like if I would have watched this as a child, I would have been pissing my pants. And then lastly, we have Wendell and Wild. I'm gonna put it in background noise because, like I said, it doesn't have the same like it factor that these four up here have.
Yeah.
And I also just wanted it to be even.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So here is my ranking of these classic stop motion animation horror, in quotes. movies. Horror. Okay. So with that being that, we can skiddly-a-doo-doo into media of the week. But actually, since it's been a week since we've filmed, do you have any new updates for your weekly recap?
Not really.
None. Not that you're dying of sickness.
Yeah, I'm sick. I'm not dying though.
No, you're not.
I'm good.
I'm dying.
Why?
My hands.
Yeah, Cole's like chopping off one of his fingers one by one this week.
I'm not having a good time this week. I was making a chicken pot pie, as one does, and I was chopping my celery, and I decided I wanted to get fancy, and I was going. Yeah, I didn't tell you the full story. I was trying to go fancy. And I was
No,
going
you
really
told me you were trying to go fast.
Oh, I did say that.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, and my thumb was sticking out from like my claw a little bit, and
Your dew claw was sticking out.
my dew claw, and I did a confident slice right through the thumb. I went like halfway into my, like it went through the nail.
Mm-hmm.
I won't show it. I won't get gory, but it hurts. I got a Band-Aid on.
Got a
And then
Band-Aid.
after I did this, I cleaned my wound. I dressed myself so I was finishing that pot pie, and I did. It wasn't as good as my first one, but it was still good.
I thought it was better.
I didn't think so. And then I needed to get the pie plate, and I was like, "Where is it?" It wasn't where we usually put it, and I opened like the bottom drawer. I don't know what that's called on the oven. You know how there's a drawer on the bottom of the oven? I opened that. It's in there. I had already started preheating the oven, and I was like, "Oh, that's probably going to be hot." So I took the back of this hand, not the cut hand, to like check to see if it was hot, and I didn't mean to, but I touched the glass. It's a glass pie plate. Burnt my fingers. I'm falling apart.
Yeah.
And my knuckle hurts.
My knuckle.
My knuckle hurts. Okay. So, media of the week, Journey Marar.
Gilmore Girls.
I think the last 5 people that have been on here have said that.
Really?
No, I honestly think for the past 5, like there's been at least 3 different episodes. You, Morgan, Maddie have said Gilmore Girls.
I have never said it before.
Yeah, you said it. Maddie said it last week.
Oh, you mean this week I said it?
Well, yeah, you said it this week. Sorry. And then Morgan, I don't think she said it the last time she was on, but the time before that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It's really good. I remember growing up, my mom would watch it sometimes, and I hated it because I hated how fast they talked. Their comebacks to each other just seemed like really bad acting.
Yeah.
But now, like, I don't know what changed, but I just appreciate the witty little quick comebacks that like Lorelai and Rory have. But I love it.
Nice.
I think it's a great show, and it's so fall. Like, it is. I'm gonna cough.
Okay. Is it just that? Do you have any movies? Any music?
No movies
No movies.
and no music.
No other shows then? You just have one single media of the week.
Victorious.
Okay.
I watched all of what's on Netflix for Victorious.
And not all of it's on there?
No,
That's so stupid.
I know. And then I started watching iCarly. I've just been letting it play though while I've been doing other things.
Yeah, I was on when you were asleep last night
Yeah.
in our oniony room.
3 minutes.
I couldn't tell if it was 3 or 5. Okay. For me, I got crazy with the media this week.
Oh geez, you better hurry.
I'm not going to go too in depth. I haven't been watching that many movies lately. You know, I've been on that movie kick.
Right.
But I've only watched one movie in the last week, which is like crazy.
What is it?
The Shining.
Oh.
I rewatched it because I was like, you know what? I want to rewatch this. And it is so good. Like, I think that's a horror movie you could do, Janie. I
Really?
want to watch it with you.
Oh.
Because it's not like, ooh, spooky scary.
It's not like ooh.
It's like, what's going on? It's really good.
I don't know what it's about.
It's about a hotel.
Oh.
It's a family that moves to a hotel and is like isolated.
Oh.
It's good though. I have one TV show, which is Big Mouth. Terrible show. Hate it. But I'm invested in it now. The new episode comes out the day this comes out. So I've been rewatching it to try to get caught up. And then I have like 5 different music ones.
Jeez.
I have where is it? Okay. Crazy Mad for You by CMAT. Great album. There's like, it's because so many albums came out this last week.
Right.
I like was catching up. Crazy Mad for Me by CMAT. Something to Give Each Other by Troye Sivan. It's good.
I hate that picture.
Okay, it's a good album. The Rest EP by Boy Genius.
Yeah.
Great. What was the other one? Oh shoot. Oh, The Land is Inhospitable and So Are We by Mitski.
Okay.
That one didn't come out recently. I just finally listened to it. And then Bewitched by Leve. It's another one that didn't come out recently. I guess it's kind of recently, but not like crazy recently. Not like last week.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I just caught up on a lot of music I've been meaning to listen to. And yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You do like your music. I saw
I
you
do.
did a little purge on your Finsta.
Well, yeah, I
Haven't
posted
done
on
that in a while.
If you don't know, if you're not on the Finsta, I do like, I update my stories with like my favorite music at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I hadn't done that since like July.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Because you were like posting on your Finsta daily.
Yeah. And now I don't post on, I post on it like what? Once, like every 3 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I don't think so.
All right.
Thank you for watching.
Ew.
What?
Ew.
Thank you for watching. We got TikTok, Instagram, Facebook,
MySpace.
YouTube. That's probably where you're watching. Most people watch on YouTube.
And your mom. Bye.
And we got your mom. I don't think there's anything else.
I think that's it.
Okay. This has been the Mostly Media podcast, where we talk media mostly with bad audio quality.
Yeah.
Thank you and goodbye.
Bye.